first of all, your thoughts after this match? How was the game?
It was a tough game, of course. We knew coming here that it was, certainly haven't been here in 2021, how difficult it was. I did say last night before the press conference that there was only one player for Bickus who played in the last game, so for whatever reason, Zalgiris, the club, have had a lot of turnover in players. But I thought in general there wasn't much in the game. We worked hard, we had one or two snapshots, they had one or two, they had probably one or two maybe slightly better chances, maybe a couple of headers, crosses in the box, but in general, I think all in all, I think a draw was probably a fair result tonight.
Thank you.
Are you in general happy with the outcome of this game, and how would you evaluate chances to go to the next round?
In general, yeah, we're pleased. I wouldn't say happy, we're pleased with the last time we were here in the first leg, we lost 3-1, so we've improved on that. We still know that there's a lot to do next week. Zalgiris had, again, we had identified what way they probably would have played. Probably was a little bit surprised that they played a back three. The majority of the time this year they played a back four. 77 dropped in to the centre. He did that for the previous league game last Saturday. So again, they had a look at us. We played a 3-5-2. We may change next week, who knows? But we've had a look at each other, the ties and the balance, and we look forward to hopefully a positive performance and result in Belfast next week.
What's your thought about the atmosphere in the stadium? It was very quiet today.
Yeah, again, a lot of the games that I've seen, Zalgiris, certainly the last time we were here, there seemed to be a wee bit more of a joyful, boisterous, intense sort of atmosphere. Tonight seemed quiet, maybe. Maybe that's the reason why maybe they're fifth, or they're not champions at the minute in terms of position in the league. Maybe they've dropped down a little bit. And again, personally, from a manager's point of view, I understand that when you win the league, the challenge is always there by the supporters and the board and everybody else. That the demands are still there that you go and win the league next year. Sometimes it's hard. Other clubs in Lithuania have obviously improved. The atmosphere in general was probably a little bit more low-key, quiet tonight than what it was the last time we were here.
Thank you.
Dave, there'll be a word for the travelling support tonight, and how important will a big crowd and good atmosphere be with the park next Thursday? Yeah,
obviously we seen quite a few of the supporters at training last night, and certainly I know the difficulties and challenges getting to European away matches. So for us, certainly for me as the manager and the players and the rest of the board, we're always most appreciative of the effort, time, money that they spend coming here. Hopefully they safe travels on the way home. And we know most of them, it's a lot of the familiar faces that you see, and it's always a great credit because again, it's not around the corner. It's challenging financial stages, financial times. And hopefully next week, I think the tickets are a little bit lower next week for the conference stage that we're at the minute. And we had a huge crowd against Shelbourne, and hopefully they got a little bit of a taste for it. We look forward to the home game next week, and as many create the atmosphere that we can, the atmosphere that's going to help the players next week. I've just said there was probably a low-key atmosphere in the ground tonight, which potentially didn't help the home side. Hopefully the opposite effect, we can have that come to Windsor Park next Thursday.